of the fourth day. O Sai, pranam to your lotus feet. Sai, what a wonderful promise of protection you have given us. The ocean will never send back the waters of the rivers. The mother will never refrain from fondling the child that climbs into her lap. You too have declared that you will never send back your devotees or ignore them. You will take care of them as a loving parent. I'm running to Dwarka Mai with my mind. O Sai, protect me. Many people in their distress came to Baba before him and prayed to him to forgive their lapses and remove their difficulties. Sai took mercy on them and granted their desire. Kakaji was the priest of the temple of goddess Saptashringi in Vani, Nasik district. He faced many problems and lost peace of mind. He prayed to the goddess to help him to get over all those troubles. She appeared to him in a dream and instructed him to go to Baba of Shirdi. When he was thinking about his intended trip to Shirdi, Shama, a devotee, came to Vani to discharge his vow to the goddess on the advice of Sai. Both of them went to Shirdi. Kakaji surrendered himself completely to Sai, received his blessings, and returned home in a peaceful and happy mood. Once a saint appeared to a Punjabi Ramlal in a dream and asked him to come to Shirdi. Ramlal did not know who the saint was. Then one day he saw a picture of the saint who appeared in the dream in a shop. The shopkeeper told him that he was Sai Baba of Shirdi and explained to him the route to Shirdi. Ramlal went to Shirdi and stayed there till his death. One day Sai appeared to Kaka Sahib Dikshit in a dream and asked him to go to Rahata and fetch Kushal Chand to Shirdi. Kaka took a tonga and started for Rahata. Almost at the same time, Sai told Kushal Chand in a dream to come to Shirdi immediately. As he had no horses ready for the cart, he was worried. Dikshit went there, and both of them went to Shirdi. One astrologer studied the horoscope of Tendulkar and told him that the stars were not favorable to him that year, and he could fail in the examination. Baba advised him not to bother about horoscopes and palmistry, but place full faith in him and prepare well for the examination. He could surely pass the examination. Sai words came true. Once a bhajan group came to Shirdi from Madras and sang bhajan songs in Sai's presence. Sri Sai appeared as Sri Rama to one lady of the bhajan group, but her husband did not have faith in Sai. That night, the husband had a dream. He was imprisoned in a cage. Sai came there, freed him from the cage, and gave him a vision of his guru, Samartha Ramadas Swami. After getting this dream, the husband also developed faith and devotion to Baba. Sai Baba blessed them and said Allah could give them a plenty of money. Megha, a devotee of Shiv, who came to Shirdi to have darshan of Sai, did not have complete faith in Sai. Somewhere in his mind there was the thought that Sai was a Muslim. Sri Sai did not allow him to enter the masjid. He said, "You will lose your caste by coming here," and shouted, "Kick out that rascal." Megha was amazed at the omniscience of Sai. He wondered how Sai could his innermost thoughts. Slowly a change came over him, and he began to look upon Sai as his Shiv. Every day he advised all the temples in Shirdi, then came to Sai Baba and drank the tirth, the water used for washing Baba's feet. Once he said he should give a bath Abhishek to Sai by getting the water from Komadi Nagar river. For this, he had to walk a distance of 8 kilometers. Baba asked him to pour water only on his head and not on the body. Baba sat with his head bent forward. Megha, forgetting the instruction in his overwhelming devotion, cried Ar Ganga and poured the water on the whole body. But the most surprising thing was that only Baba's head was drenched and the rest of the body was dry. Lala Lakshmi Chand saw an old man with a bread in a dream. A few days later, when he went to the Kirtan of Das Ganu, he heard that the old man was Sai Baba. He was very eager to have the darshan of Sai, so he borrowed rupees 15 from a friend and went to Shivdi. Sri Sai blessed him and said, "Why did you come here by raising long?" Lakshmi Chand was wonderstruck at the omniscience of Sai and became a staunch devotee of Sai Baba. Once a Ramdasi, a devotee of Sri Rama, came to Shirdi and stayed there for 7 days. Some days, every day he read Vishnu Sahasram Stotra in Dwarkamai. One day Sai asked him to go to the shop and get Sonamukhi leaves. As soon as he left the place, Sai took the book and gave it to Shama, another devotee of Sai. Ramadasi returned from the bazaar and saw his book in Shama's hand and asked him to give it. Shama said he could give it if Baba asked him to do so. Ramadasi flared up and shouted that he would dash his head and die. Then Sai spoke kindly to him, "O Ramadasi, why are you angry like this? What sort of Ramadasi are you? A real Ramadasi should have no attachment but have equality towards all. You got the book by heart, yet you are unwilling to part with it. Then how can you give up anything? Think well and know how a sannyasi should behave." The sweet words of Sai made him realize his lapses. He became calm. Gopal Narayan Ambedkar used to visit Shirdi every year and unburden of all the problems to Sai. Once his plight became worse and he decided to commit suicide in Shirdi, he resolved to jump into a well that night. That Sagun Meru Naik, another devotee, came to him and gave him the life story Charitra of Akalkot Maharaj. That he opened it and came across the following story. A devotee of Akalkot Maharaj faced many problems and jumped into a well. Sri Swami pulled him out and said, "You must bear the fruit, good or bad, of your past deeds. Otherwise, you have to take another birth and suffer again. In that case, what is the use of suicide? Try to bear with the suffering of your past actions for some time and be done with it once and for all." On reading this, he understood that it was Baba's message, put aside his thoughts of suicide, and served Baba with great devotion. With the blessings of Sai, he studied and gained in astrology. He earned enough money to lead a comfortable life. Harish Chandra brought his son, who was suffering from epilepsy, to Shirdi. As soon as the patient was placed at the feet of Baba, the boy rolled his eyes and became unconscious. The parents, who were frightened at this, started crying. Sai said, "God will surely protect those who have faith and patience." Soon the boy became conscious and his health also improved from that day. Sri Sai gave 3 rupees and told him that he had given 2 rupees to him before. He said he has to keep the 5 coins in his shrine and worship them. Vitali went home and told his mother the instruction of Sai. She told him that when Vitali, as a small boy, went to Akalkot along with his father, the Swami gave them 2 coins. Vitali was convinced about the omniscience of Baba. Once a parcel of mangoes was sent to Sai. He gave 4 fruits to Damu Anna and said, "Give this to your second wife, you will get children." Sai words came true. In fact, Damu Anna went to Sai for getting children with his blessings. Another time, Damu wanted to start a business and give a share to Sai. Sri Sai said, "I don't want to get involved in worldly matters." Sai often said, "I shall discharge my duty even from my masjid, from my samadhi. I shall talk to those who surrender to me completely and wholeheartedly. Do not get with the thought that I may not be with you always. I shall always look after your welfare. Have firm faith in me, and you will be benefit." Once, when Hemant Band was massaging the feet of Sai, some chana grains fell down from the sleeve of his coat. All were wondering how they came there. Sai said, "Today is the fair day. He came here chewing grams." Hemant Band said, "Baba, why do you attribute this bad habit to me? I never eat anything alone without giving to others. Though I have been staying in Shirdi for many days, I have not gone to the fair. When did I buy chana grain? And when did I eat them? Baba replied, it is true that you give to the people who are near you. What can you or I do? When no one is nearby, tell me one thing. Am I not always with you? Do you offer me anything before you eat? Once Shama, a close devotee of Sai, was bitten by the snake. The people were getting ready to take him to the temple of Vithoba for treatment, but Shama ran to the masjid saying, Sai Baba is my god and doctor. The poison was quickly spreading in the body. People thought that he could pass away soon. When Baba saw him, he shouted, Oh, priest, don't climb the steps of the masjid. Get away. Come down to the surprise of all. When Sai shouted like that, Shama was relieved of the suffering caused by the snake bite. He became well. Sri Samartha Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Sai Baba, I place my head at your feet and seek your protection. I have completed the Parayan of the fourth day. By your grace, please bless me with long life, health, wealth, peace, joy, and unfurling devotion to you. Thank you.